Hi guys. So in my moist and dewy skin video, I asked you guys if you want to see the long wearing oil controlling foundation routine that I have. This is it. I hope you guys enjoy. So I've already done my skincare. I use the exact same things as in my moist and dewy skin video. So if you want to see how I did that, then I'll leave the link down below or somewhere in this video. I think for people with oily skin is an indicator of like a lack of moisture in the skin. It's been said many a time before that the more oil your skin produces, it's just compensating for the lack of moisture in it. So from my experience, providing a lot of moisture to your skin just keeps it from getting really oily. And over the years, I used to have oily skin, but ever since I changed my skincare routine like years ago, my skin has become more normal. So yeah, I'm not saying you should use like super rich, highly moisturizing, oily products, but finding products that will keep your skin soft and supple should be enough to keep the oil at bay. I don't really go for oil controlling products because I think they're just filled with things that you don't really need for your skin. Anyway, I'm gonna get started with the makeup. I'm gonna start with the primer. This is the Innisfree No-Sebum Blur Primer. And this stuff is almost exactly like the Benefit Professional primer. It has like that flesh tone to it. It's super silicone-y, I think, and it really fills in the pores. I put it only around the center of my face, kind of like my T-zone, and then a little bit on the cheeks. At first, I thought this stuff wasn't that great. I felt like it made my skin and foundation look more dry. But I noticed that when I used it on top of, good skincare, it just worked better. My skin looked much more natural, and while I did control my oils, it didn't look dry or cakey by the end of the day. So I just pat that into my skin, just like the skincare. Now in terms of base makeup, if you're looking for a Korean product, I don't really have many, oily skin oil controlling BB creams or anything, but I do know that the Skinfood Pore Fit Cushion Bottle is a good option because the finish is rather matte and it lasts pretty long throughout the day, and the coverage is pretty decent on this. However, I'm going for like long wearing foundation that will run through even the most humid weather. And for that, I always go back to my Revlon Colorstay foundation. I have it in the color 300 Golden Beige in the oily skin formula and 150 Buff in the dry skin formula. And I've been using this stuff for years because even though there's a lot of colors, they all run rather pink. And so I have to mix the most yellow shade with this lighter shade to get my color. Not only is it like the most long wearing foundation like ever, but it actually looks like skin if you use it in the right amounts. And the coverage is super fantastic, and it's more widely available, I think, compared to a lot of these Korean products that I use on my channel. So I mixed the two colors and I kind of just dot it all over my face. And for me, in terms of application, I like to apply this with a sponge. This is the Real Techniques one. And already, even after just like I didn't even take that much from each foundation when I mixed them, I already have the coverage that I'm happy with. For any spot concealing, when you use the concealer that came with the Dinoplatz La Ola cushion from Too Cool for School, this is more of a dry concealer, and it works well with any foundation or whatever that you use under it. For my under eyes, I'm going to use the Skinfood Salmon Darkcircle Concealer Cream. This stuff is more creamy and moisturizing, so that's why I like to use it under the eyes. And because of the color, it immediately corrects the color of my dark circles. We're going to set the whole face anyway with powder, so it doesn't matter if this is not matte compared to the other products. To set my whole face, I'm going to use the Innisfree No-Sebum Mineral Powder. If you've watched my channel before, then you guys are very familiar with this. This is the original formula. There is a skin tone flesh color version, but This is just the translucent version. And I am gonna use the puff that comes with it because I find that if you're trying to make your makeup last, I think pushing the product in with the puff works better than using just a brush to lightly set all over. I'm gonna start in the middle of my face, under my eyes and my cheeks, and then my nose, and then kind of just go outwards. I don't really care to set my whole face, but just these areas where my pores are more enlarged or what have you. A good alternative to this one is the NYX HD powder, and I know Makeup Forever has one, and I know e.l.f. has one. I don't know, I just think that HD silica-based powders are more effective at controlling oil than traditional talcum-based powders. Now, this is my second time actually recording this. I hated the lighting in the first one, and I used the Innisfree Anti-Darkening Fixer to set my makeup. You don't have to set it, but if your skin is looking a bit powdery or whatever, and to make the makeup last longer, you can use a setting spray. But it like ran out in the last video, so we'll see if there's still any bit left here. Yeah, it like completely ran out. So I'm just gonna use my Nature Public Aqua Super Aqua Max Facial Mist. This isn't meant to like make your makeup last any longer. It's just a regular mist. I used to set down any powders or whatever just to make it look more natural. So yeah, if you need to do anything else, like your eyebrows or contouring, this is where you do it now. So that completes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll also list all the products I use down below. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.